Hello, I just wanted to share with you guys quickly a little bit about the Inspire website that's replacing what we're used to seeing at georgiastandards.org. There have been some questions, and so I thought I'd go ahead and answer these in a quick video. So first thing you've got to do is you got to go to the Inspire website, inspire.gadoe.org. If you were to Google GADOE and Inspire, it'll come up the same way. So once you arrive at the website, you can actually create an account. And when I'm not recording, I have my own account. It actually is really nice because it will go to exactly what I want it to look like. I can see specifically the courses that I'm interested in. So you can actually create an account along the way, and I'll show you that process momentarily. But for our purposes, you're probably going to load to this page right here, and it's going to say, Welcome to Inspire. You're going to want to click on where it says Courses. You also have the opportunity to go directly to the resource repositories. From here, you can like specific things that you've saved once you created an account. And then finally, the specific standards. If you just want to hit on standards, you can start looking up by your individual courses. But honestly, I would create an account and go through courses. That way you got a one-stop shop. Obviously, you can see that I've been hanging out in the social studies framework because it is the best, but you can also teach some of your friends at school how to use, language arts, math, science, etc. So do quickly, we'll look at some of this. We'll start with elementary. It kind of works the same way regardless of which platform that you're using, but we'll look at second grade. Once it loads, you'll see across the top, you're going to have the general resources or the course-wide resources. Sorry about that. Course-wide resources that you're used to seeing, things like the curriculum maps, instructional videos, teacher notes, and the GSE standards. Unit planning resources, unit plans. But the thing I want to draw your attention to that's kind of fun are the velocity resources. Now, for middle school and high school, you're going to see these mostly in the courses that have a end of course or an end of grade level test. So Georgia Studies and they're developing in U.S. history, but you'd be surprised at some of the areas that do have them. With velocity, these are things that you can instruct your students to go to, give them the web link, and they can start practicing some of the things that they see. This one deals with Georgia geography. You'll see a similar one for Georgia geography in the 8th grade Georgia Study Standards. Additional unit resources, things like that. So if we come back out of it, we'll take a look at middle school. Now, while it's true, the velocity, the sort of things that the kids can click on are more prevalent in the courses that are testable. You'd be surprised at some of the other things that they have. So let's click on, let's say, 7th grade. With 7th grade, you may not see necessarily, the velocity resources, but you do have the unit-wide plans. You do have the GSE standards. You do have the teacher notes, just like you're used to seeing before, instructional videos that might help you. They're not designed for the students. They're more designed to help you with your content knowledge building. Unit plans, kind of nice. But then also you have additional unit resources, including things that would help you with GIS, map work, atlases, things like that for every region of the world. And this will also be true for the 6th grade course as well. So just something you kind of want to mouse around in. If they've started to build assessments, they're going to be right here under the assessment area. And so they're going to give you, obviously, instructional practices and accountability. But as they're building it, you can do that. Now, if you notice right here where it says add to my courses, when you click on that, it'll prompt you to create an account. And it's really pretty easy. And after that, you can start saving and sharing and building out the things that you wish for others to have and for you to have. And finally, let's go back to my old friends at the high school. Surprisingly, psychology is well developed. They used a lot of the resources that were provided through the Georgia Virtual School. And so they have over 30 different velocity activities. So when you click on it, there's your curriculum map for the different areas. But when you click on course resources, this is where the fun happens, if it ever loads. Like I said, they don't have as much in the way of maybe teacher notes. They have the standards and their, sort of their short video playlist, but they have 31 different items on the velocity resources, things that they could assign to students, things that might help reinforce concepts. So that's actually quite robust. U.S. history, they're still building. You won't see as much fun stuff with the velocity, but you will see a lot of the old resources you were used to getting at georgiastandards.org. For courses like world history, you will see a lot of the GIS, similar to what you would see in 6th and 7th grade. And I don't know, I'm kind of curious. Let's look at personal finance and econ. Haven't looked at this one in a while. They have quite a few, 31 different items for the velocity resources, in addition to their instructional playlist, standards, and teacher notes. Hope this little video helps. If you have any questions on Inspire, feel free to give me a call or send me an email. I think my extension is 2847, but if you just call over to Glen Middle, I'm happy to help. Your instructional support specialist or your API would also be helpful in these areas as well. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye now.